one of the things that struck me when I started putting this together is thinking, well, we've got so many general dentists in the UK and so many hygienists who are always an amazing, enthusiastic bunch. So it was kind of nice when we put the program together to think about specific aspects. Do you have any thoughts about which things that people will really go for in that respect?
Well, one thing we have learned from previous EuroPerio8, when we have studied the flow of people, is that the people, irrespective whether they're general dentists or specialists, they love to watch and listen to the stars. So, and of course the stars are stars because publications, because of books, because participation in congresses, but like we have movie stars, we also have dentistry stars.
Yes.
So I think that all the stars that are there will be in EuroPerio8.
And of course they're stars because they are stars.
Yeah.
They're amazing to watch, some of these people. It's great excitement. One of the things I always tell my students is like, just go to whatever you want to, but just make sure you go to some of those really big sessions with the top surgeons and that, because they're just to be inspired. That there are all sorts of things to be inspired by, but I think it's one of those things that, because you don't get to see it too often, it's really eye-opening. And as I say, for our students and for, well, really everybody, I think it's a great.
And also I think that in today's world that you really have all the information available and accessible at any time in your own computer, in your own house. I think the networking element of these congresses is very important. You know that you're going to meet so many colleagues from many different countries, and I think the fact of being part of this collective gathering of people interested in periodontics and implant dentistry, I think is a great bonus for the Congress.
It's an interesting kind of issue, which I think we've discussed before, that here we are expecting our biggest EuroPerio ever, 8,000 to 10,000 people. And the question is, are people going to keep getting together and meeting every 3 years, or are they just going to eventually do it on the web, do you think?
I think for these big events, with meaningful information, I think they are going to expand. What the people are going to do are they are going to prioritize, and probably they will prioritize in one event per year or even one event every other year. But I think these big events, because also I think it's important the commercial component. I think what you can access in this huge commercial exhibition is really superb, not only in terms of things that you can buy, but also in terms of the new technologies that you can evaluate and the new developments that are happening. And all these things are important when you go to a Congress.
Yeah, I think when you look at all of that and you think there's so much going on, there's so much for everybody that it's difficult to imagine people not enjoying themselves. And it's kind of you to say so about London. Of course, it's my home city. It's a thrill to have everybody coming to London as well.
It's going to be great. And if we can introduce in the Congress, in the message, in the communication, part of this Brit culture, I think we will improve the acceptance and even the participation of many of the participants. Because we all have lived with Brit culture when we were young, when we are old. I mean, it's part of us, even if we are coming from abroad.
Yeah, it's great. So what would you pick out as Brit culture?
Well, of course, rock, of course, music, of course, dance, of course, everything that is related to all this fantastic experience that we have gone through while we were young and we still enjoy in our daily life.
Great.